Some key points for introverts when you're networking in person. Really get comfortable with your elevator pitch before you even get there. You want to know exactly who you are and what you want to say because extroverts, they're happy to just think on the fly and come up with all these ideas. If you're introverted, really have an idea how to nail your elevator pitch ahead of time so that when you can get there, you're not so nervous. Prepare some questions in case conversations get quiet. There's nothing worse when you go up and introduce yourself to someone else and then you both sit there and kind of, eat your food or sip your drinks. Have some easy questions. Where are you from? How long have you been in this position? Tell me about, some of the challenges your company's facing. It could be just a question about the weather or whatever it is, sports, have some questions in your back pocket because that way, if you start getting nervous and you run out of conversation, you can ask them and you can recharge while the person's talking. Another key for introverts is to sometimes get there early because if you can get to the event early, as people trickle in, you'll have a better chance to get people one-on-one than if you show up and you walk into the room and all 100 people are already there. Then it becomes a bit overwhelming. If you get there right at the beginning, as people start to trickle in, there'll be other people who are nervous and people who are, maybe, a little shy to going up to people, and you'll have a better chance for those one-on-one conversations. If you're scared to walk into a room by yourself, bring a friend or bring a colleague, bring someone with you because you can use that person as a sounding board. And it's a lot easier sometimes breaking into conversations as a twosome than it is as a single person going in. We all been where you go to the events and there's all these different people sitting and talking in their different circles. It's sometimes really hard to break in as an individual, but it's a lot easier breaking in with another person. And so if you're introverted and it's really difficult for you to just walk right in, bring that person with you and introduce your friend to them. Let them do the talking. Let them start having conversation. And then when it comes around to you, you'll have had a chance to reflect. You'll have had a chance to observe how the conversation's going and how best to insert yourself. So you can look for ways to facilitate conversation or introduce other people. Just remember though, if you bring a colleague, don't spend your whole time with them the whole time, okay? You need to make sure that you branch out or else you're going to defeat the purpose. I tell people all the time, make a checklist ahead of time. Think about what you want to accomplish when you go to a networking event or you're going to a conference. Are you there to see a particular speaker? Are you there to meet someone? Are you there to, come away with 5 or 6 business cards from people in your industry? Because that way, when your energy level starts to go down or maybe your conversations, you start having a few that are duds, you can reflect on, okay, why did I come here again? What was that checklist that I wanted to do? Okay, I wanted to meet person A, person B, and person C. The rest, everyone else is gravy. And I tell people that whether they're introverted or extroverted, have that checklist ahead of time because that'll really focus you on who you need to be talking to. Just a few more key points if you're introverted. When you're networking, don't be afraid to recharge. If you do a whole bunch of talking and you feel like your energy level's going, go find a quiet place. Go check your phone, go grab a drink or some food, find a way to recharge your battery. But if your energy's gone, if you're drained and you know that you've got nothing left, then that's the time to go, okay? And just some other keys, if you're introverted and you're wondering how best to get involved in any type of networking event, sometimes the best way is to volunteer. Maybe you're a student or you're younger or you don't have a whole lot of resources. By volunteering, you can help at registration or managing a booth or even at the bar. This will give you an opportunity to introduce and interact with people. And let's say you're a young person and you just want to volunteer at an event. By being the person who helps at the check-in, you're going to be seeing all those people come through. You're going to be seeing that attendance list ahead of time. Maybe you can catch people as they're checking in saying, hey, I'm Samantha and, I noticed that you're working here. I'd love to connect with you later. What's someone going to do? Say, no, I don't have any time for you. So by volunteering, that's a great way of getting in the door and also a way that you can meet some people without having to walk up to them individually. Attend breakout events. If you're at a conference, make sure you go to breakout sessions that are smaller, more intimate, on a specific subject. And then if you find yourself canceling events, just thinking, it's summer, it's nice out, I don't want to go, sign up for events that cost money because you're going to be less likely to cancel those if you've got skin in the game.